Of the Lakers return to the basketball court after the death of Kobe Bryant, and we're getting you ready for Super Bowl 54. Sage, take it away.
Yes, Kevin, right here in Miami, ready to go. I'll be joined by some of the best. Hall of Famer Randy Moss, Matthew Hasselbeck, also Chris Mortensen as he gets us up to date on the Patrick Mahomes contract extension talks, and Chris Berman, our Hall of Famer, as he looks back at the histories of both the 49ers and the Chiefs. Maria.
Well, Sage, here at the Staples Center, love and support continue to pour out of the fans as they mourn in the wake of Sunday's tragedy. Here, we will have Stephen A. Smith, Michael Wilbon, and Paul Pierce to discuss how the Lakers will be taking the first step forward in healing since the loss of their Laker icon. Kevin?
Maria, thank you. As you just stated, more on the Lakers honoring Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and the 7 other victims involved in Sunday's tragic helicopter crash. And, you know, we've seen so many memorials and Kobe's 2 numbers, 8 and 24, spotlighted everywhere. Inside the Staples Center there, it remained one of the lasting and stark images of an emotional week that has left the Lakers, the LA area, and the global sports community stunned. It's been a time of healing and reconciling and coming to grips how life is so precious as families grieve and remember the victims. And now tonight, as the NBA family continues to both mourn and celebrate, the Lakers are preparing to return to the court and honor Kobe Bean Bryant's life and legacy.
You know, the biggest thing is that, you know, there's no wrong emotions. You know, when it comes to something like this, you know, it will be an emotional night, but the more we can focus on the task at hand, which has been our mindset all year, you know, the better off we'll be, but that there's no wrong emotions. It's a tough time for all of us, and, you know, we're going to go out and play each game embodying what he stood for. Yeah, I think this whole week has been really good for our group to, you know, just go through it together and, you know, heal together. And, you know, I think tonight's game will be just the next step, the next extension of that. So I think we're all looking forward to getting back out there and playing.
We got you covered. Dave McMenamin, Ramona Shelburne, Mark Spears will be with us for the next 2 hours with much more on tonight's game. We're going to start with Dave, who joins us outside the Staples Center here. And we're just under 5 hours until the Lakers host the Blazers. What can you tell us about how the organization plans to honor Kobe and his family tonight when they return to action?
Yeah, Kevin, certainly the memorial continues to grow here at LA Live Plaza, right across the street from Staples Center. But we're starting to get some clues, starting to trickle in about how the team will honor him. Frank Vogel today wore a pair of Kobe Bryant sneakers to the team shoot-around, and he told us that not only will he be wearing Kobe sneakers tonight, you're also going to see the rest of the coaching staff. Obviously, Jason Kidd was an Olympic teammate of Kobe's. Mike Penberthy played on the Lakers with Kobe. Phil Handy, a former assistant coach of Kobe. They will be honoring with their feet as well, their heart, obviously. LeBron James was wearing a previously unreleased pair of Kobe Bryant sneakers at shoot-around today, a pair of the Kobe 5s, which was the sneakers he wore when he won his last championship in 2010 against the Celtics. Also in Staples Center, there are a section of Kobe Bryant number 24 jerseys sitting on every seat, and then another section of Kobe Bryant number 8 jerseys sitting on every seat. And talking about jerseys, looking ahead to next month's All-Star game in Chicago, the league announced today that you will see Team LeBron wearing number 2 jerseys in honor of Gianna, Kobe's daughter, and Team Giannis wearing number 24 jerseys in honor of Kobe.
As you can see in the background, all those fans lining up, and of course the makeshift memorial for the backdrop there as well. Let's go to Maria Taylor and NBA Countdown. Maria.
The entire memorial dedicated to Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant and all 9 of the lives that were lost on Sunday. We've seen thousands of fans from all over joining in a celebration of life and legacy, his dedication to the game and what he meant for generations past and generations to come. We've seen tears flowing, we've seen flowers placed, we've seen balloons, candles, you name it, it's been there. And here right outside of Staples Center, Maria Taylor alongside Paul Pierce and Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A., I know that the first time that you walk in and see this outpouring of support. It's almost jarring, leaves you speechless. I mean, what was your reaction when you first saw it?
Well, it was beautiful to see. It was definitely beautiful to see the kind of love that folks have for him. He personified everything that Laker Nation wants the Lakers to be about. He won championships. He went all out. He was, his effort was tireless. He was an assassin. And, he always used to remind me that, remember something about the Black Mamba, me not meaning him, but a Mamba himself. He said, hey, you don't need provocation to attack. You're constantly in attack mode. And the Lakers, Laker fans the world over have always appreciated that about him, which is why even when Shaquille O'Neal departed, the love that never faded. Magic Johnson and so many others were being here, but you're still hearing conversations about him being the greatest Laker of all time. Obviously, that's something that Magic Johnson has articulated on many, many occasions, because it wasn't just about the championships or the league MVP or the 18 All-Star appearances or what have you. It was about the fact that he woke up every day with an assassin's mentality, trying to take down anybody that came against him and the Los Angeles Lakers. And that's what Laker fans love most.
When I look at this, it just shows the influence he has, on the fans, on the people of L.A., and it's real touching to me. I even went out and got something that I will place in the memorial at some point during today or tomorrow. This is a shock to me, to be all honest. When I woke up that morning and I saw my text and turned on the news and got calls from people, I still didn't want to believe it. And, this is going to have a life-lasting effect on me, truthfully, because I was able to compete with Kobe. I shared moments with him off the court. And, we share a common bond through rivalry, through sports. And this is just devastating toward me. I mean, I still can't wrap my mind around it.
Understandably so. A shock to the system of not only teammates and the bond that is shared from the 5,000 current and former players. You guys are in a certain fraternity, but we've also seen a diverse group of fans. They're here today outside of Staples. We've seen them in front of the Lakers practice facility celebrating and tributing Kobe Bryant, Gigi Bryant, and all 9 of those victims. We've also seen celebrities from around the world paying tribute. Lil Wayne, now he just dropped an album called Funeral today, but he went back and remixed it, and on the 8th track, he left 24 seconds of space to honor Kobe. So representing the 8 and 24.
When it comes to like
Kobe
sports,
Bryant
I'm like crazy. Like I'm a crazy Laker fan, like a little kid, But something like this, we step back and get a big picture. And why was he so important to us in Los Angeles? It was because he was here for us the entire time.
So Flea was basically explaining that Kobe's influence wasn't just in the sports realm. He had an effect universally. I mean, it was a cultural effect. And you talk about a mentality, that's basically what he infused into every single aspect that he touched.
Well, I will say this. I mean, when you talk about a fraternity, the fraternity that he had with his contemporaries, players like Paul and others, nothing eclipses that, because those are guys that can directly identify with the kind of battle, the kind of warfare mentally that you had to endure every day, day in, day out, over the course of a multitude of seasons. In his case, 20. But he was also joining a new fraternity in his mind, and that was the fraternity of the media, creating content for ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and beyond. He had aspirations. He obviously won an Academy Award, and he was looking to do, to really exercise his excellence in storytelling and beyond. This is what he was about, and really, really, he had felt at comfort with himself. I tried to explain this to a few folks the other day. The numerous times that he and I talked over the last year alone, the difference between that Kobe and the Kobe that was playing is that the Kobe that was playing was always guarded. It was always something to protect. It was always something to make sure that you guarded yourself against, because you constantly felt like people were coming at you. There were expectations to eclipse and beyond. But when he retired, and now that he was doing all of these other things, he was completely and totally at peace. He was at ease. He was like, hey, life is beautiful because there are no expectations being set by anybody else. The only expectations that I'm trying to measure up to are that of my own. And then you've got a little girl, when people are walking up to him and talking about how he needed a son, like he told Jimmy Kimmel, his daughter was like, I got this, because he used to brag about Gigi all the time. She's going to go to UConn. She's going to be an All-American. And then after that, she's going to go to the WNBA. She is a part of me in every special way, and he loved her so much. And to know that he's gone at the age of 41, wealth beyond measure, obviously accomplishments beyond measure and what have you, to be 41 years of age, to be trilingual at the very least with Spanish, English, and Italian, speaking fluently, talking about speaking Mandarin and German, and doing all of this storytelling and all of that stuff, and to be 41 years of age with his whole life ahead of him is sad enough. But when you consider the fact that his 13-year-old daughter that he loved so much was with him when it happened and she has perished as well, it just breaks your heart.
Yeah.
And it breaks everybody's heart. And that's why you see people out here for the last few days, because they recognize how devastating this would be for anybody. And it's definitely devastating for them because they knew Kobe.
And to be honest, if you watch Gigi Bryant play, and you brought it up, she was a mirror image of her father. I've seen several pictures, even the way she shot her fadeaway, the way that she attacked the game. She was trying to learn Mandarin as well because she wanted to be as well-versed as her father. But the effect, obviously, affecting the Mamba Sports Academy, those young ladies, we'll talk about that more later in the show. But one update here for the Portland Trail Blazers, Carmelo Anthony deciding not to travel to this matchup. We say it's for personal reasons, and we're not sure exactly why, but he made the decision that he did not want to be here.
Paul, I want to say this, and there is no wrong decision, and I'm certainly not casting any aspersions. Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul didn't play the other night, Kyrie Irving didn't play the other night. They loved Kobe like a brother. He meant the world to them. But the only thing I'm going to say is this to everybody involved. We all know what Kobe would have wanted. Kobe would have wanted them to play. Kobe would have wanted anybody that knows Kobe, and I'm one of them. Anybody that knows Kobe knows Kobe will want them to play. And in the case of the Los Angeles Lakers, we don't talk about that, and there's no need to talk about that now. But in the days and weeks and months to come, you know what else is going to be mentioned? Lakers and championships. Why? Because that's what Kobe would have told them that he wanted them to shoot for.
All right, well, we will continue to play from right here outside the Staples Center and continue to update you as the Lakers prepare to play the Portland Trail Blazers for the first time since Sunday's tragedies. Kevin?
Maria, thank you so much. Still ahead, much more on the Lakers' emotional return to the court tonight against the Blazers.